The new trap looks like this, the same spaces, except that on the edge, everything is tapered. All the ceiling on the edge is tapered. And the way that we did that is used tapered building shims at the building supply. You can go to the building supply and buy these shims in a bundle, and they work really, really well. I've cut the cardboard so that it's convenient to this size of shim. You can do whatever you like though. The way that I actually attach these is I like to use staple gun, and once I've stapled on the first one on the edges, I then add another layer of cardboard, staple that on, and I put another layer of tapered sticks, and keep stacking them up sequentially, and you end up with the trap that I just showed you. Layer upon layer upon layer. You can make as many layers as you want. Sometimes I use a hot glue gun to glue them on. You could even probably nail them together with small nails. But the object is to create a space for them to crawl into, and tapered so that when they crawl up into there, they like it up there. Once they get into that confined space, they enjoy being in there. And this new trap has much higher capacity than before. You don't have to empty it every day. Leave it sit for a day or two, even though I suggest clearing it out every day. Next morning you would clear it out just by putting in a stick and agitating them, pouring them out. For me, I would just empty them into a clear plastic bag, and then I could see how many I got. I get my cardboard at the local appliance store. I get the shims at the building supply. Home Depot has a certain kind. Lowe's has another kind. A real building supply has the best ones. Builder shims is what they're referred to. We're going to go to the next slots are on the bottom. The way that the stink bugs invade your house over the winter months is in these next few weeks in the fall. They climb all over your house, as everyone knows, and they're looking for any way they can get in. They're doing it probably by smell. I don't care if they're smelling CO2, I don't care if they're smelling dog dander, I don't care. What I do know is that when I do this procedure, they all come to this window. And the procedure is that you open one window with a fan blowing out. At the other side of the house, open one window for the air to come in. All other doors and windows should be closed. What happens here is all the stink bugs on your house will come to this one window where all the smell is coming out. I've seen this many, many times in the past, and it works very, very well. A common fan that you would buy is a house window fan, just like this, Lasco brand, available at Home Depot, and you just mount it in the window. On my house, I have the screen on the outside. It's very convenient for me, but there's all types of different windows, casements, awnings. Every house is different, and I can't really help you with that. You have to figure that part out for yourself. What I do is I attach a piece of Velcro to the back of my trap, and at the top of my window up here, the other piece of Velcro. The trap hangs nicely up there. Once the fan is on and blowing air out, all the stink bugs come to this location. At the end of the day, as night is falling, I remove the fan, close the window. Every animal knows that at night they're vulnerable to predators, including insects, especially insects. So those insects, stink bugs in our case, will be sitting here on the screen, and they will climb straight up and into the trap. As I say, I've seen this many times before, and because of the big capacity now of this trap, with the comfortable tapers inside, once they get in there, they emit pheromone that draws more. Next thing in the morning, when it's nice and cool out, I take a stick, one of those tapered sticks, and I just send them out to trap. You can do it many different ways with any sort of stick that you like to use. But I use my typical tapered stick. I also will put the trap in a bag like this, clear bag so I can see the stink bugs, and tap on it. Tap on both sides. And the stink bugs will start coming right out into the bag. If they start climbing, just shake the bag and just shake them down into the corner. But eventually they will all come out. You don't want to agitate them too much, because if they start letting off their stink smell, it might contaminate the trap. So sometimes I've put my trap in the plastic bag and stuck it in the freezer. I know none of you want to do that, but I do it. And they're so cold that they can't put out their smell, and I just empty them right out. Once they're in the bag, you can do whatever you want with them. This system works very, very well for me, and I think for you folks who have a big problem, you'll find that it works well for you. Once you started collecting stink bugs and you see how well this system works, I'd appreciate it if you let other people know and leave a comment on the video so that people understand that this is a great working system. And when it comes to hanging your trap, some of you may use little clips. These are the command strip clips, nails, screws. Velcro is what I choose. I can buy mine in rolls, or you can buy them in patches. And keep in mind all along, if the trap is only made out of cardboard, if it gets wet, it could, fall apart. You want to try to protect the trap. I've made it a larger capacity because some of you might not be able to empty it the next day. You could wait a day or two, and they'll probably still be in there. I wish you luck, and may you have no stink bugs in your house over the winter.